civil servants, if they are career people who have retirement benefit and stuff like that. I believe that is some level of control. I'm not saying it's going to deal with the whole issue. But I mean, to take ad hoc staff who are not your staff, who are even from people who will contest the election with other people. Look, the card is stacked already against some of us who are contesting.
Oh, interesting. Now let's look at the issue of security. Of course, we made that joke about, okay, every party get your own security. But then let's look at the issue of security. How can we ensure the security of voting materials, and then to make sure that the security officials do not fall under the influence of the party in power? How can we ensure that? What would you suggest should be the way out?
Well, ideally, security should be there to create a level playing field.
But if it's not there to create a level playing field, how do we ensure that how do we compel them to create that level playing field?
You can't compel them. It is their responsibility, is their role to provide a level playing field. Which is why I put a caveat that the integrity of INEC has to be put on the line. INEC has to be able to, on their own, determine that, look, do these people provide a level playing field for the contestant that were out there? They have to make that determination. My major problem is that INEC is more concerned about announcing that the election is successful for their own benefit, for their own image.
Okay.
We should not be. They should talk to independent monitors, everyone who was in Delta Central. I showed you this. You may say it's my own. Get the DPP people. They will give you a compilation. I can give you word to word what happened. Who? People, individuals who were moving. All the documentations are here.
Okay.
I can show you reports and files that were filed with INEC people on that day. They are all here to show you what was happening. It's not an imagination. INEC themselves know this information.
Now, what about,
why are they taking sides?
Now, what about your agents who were in the field, on the ground, and in different locations on that day? I raised this matter earlier, and then I'm going to ask the question again.
Yes.
Now, information can be accessed within the twinkling of an eye, whether via the internet, whether via phone, whatever is happening. Of course, we also have the capacity to record these happenings, on our mobile phones and, other mobile devices and paste them on the net like this. So, is it that the opposition agents were not so equipped, or they were too slow to react?
Well, we did what we can do under the circumstances. We had a control room. Reports were coming in. A lot of these anomalies were broadcast in the internet. We took pictures. We have videos. But it will not be everything. You have instances where even press people were beaten up, their cameras destroyed because they were filming what was going on. So I mean, these people were determined. Where they think that anybody was interrupting, they were beating them up. Our agents were beaten up. Many of them ended up in the hospital. In this report, we have cars of our agents that are destroyed. We have people that were shot at. We have people that were flogged. We have, all these instances are here. I mean, like I said, if we wanted to also if we have our own army and confronted these people, there will be violence. There will be violence. Then INEC himself, the story will tell itself.
Okay.
You understand?
That's right.
Nobody will now say it was peaceful, because if violence beget violence, and this is now reported and it blew up, then people will say, oh, the election was bloody, was whatever, and then we wouldn't be sitting here arguing whether it was like that.
Well, Olorogun, thank you very much for your contributions from the discussions here. We will look at how some of these anomalies can be corrected in the next election. Thanks so much for joining us on Politics Today.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was the candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the Edo Central Senatorial by-election, Olorogun Otega Emero. The way forward after the Delta Central senatorial elections. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Indomitable. I am indomitable. I am indomitable.
You are the indomitable generation, and this Indomitables pack is for you.
We are indomitable, we got a great future. We are unstoppable, yes, we are indomitable. We are indomitable, we got great future. We are unstoppable, we are indomitable. We are indomitable, we got great future. We are unstoppable, we are indomitable.
Indomie, tasty nutrition, good for you.
You see, life has just got easier. You stay connected to Channels TV, where news and innovations are shaping our world. Simply log on to channelstv.com to get the breaking news. Browse the homepage according to what matters to you. Tap on the extended coverage of business, sports, politics, lifestyle, infotech, entertainment, health, world news, and lots more. Click on the live link and see the news in real time. Do you want to watch the latest video of the day? It's just a click away. Friend us on Facebook, YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Google+, participate in Channels TV poll, and share your comments. It's a website you can talk to. Your voice will be heard. ChannelsTV.com. The news at your fingertips.
You're watching Politics Today live on Channels Television. Well, Mr. Tony Nwoye has been reinstated as the People's Democratic Party's candidate in Anambra State by the Court of Appeal in Rivers State. Now, this follows that seesaw battle with his internal rival, Mr. Nicholas Ukachukwu, in and out of court. Sometimes with Senator Andy Uba also featuring at some point as the PDP's governorship candidate. Now, the Court of Appeal in Port Harcourt has ruled that Mr. Nwoye is the governorship candidate of the PDP in the Anambra poll. So, what lies ahead? Well, I'm being joined by Dr. Tony Ukachukwu, a former secretary of the People's Democratic Party in Anambra State. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Good evening, Charles.
Well, the other parties determined their own candidates long ago, right after the primaries. For the People's Democratic Party, we actually had two separate primaries holding simultaneously with two chairmen. You had the Kenneth Emekai faction and then the Ejike Ogwebego faction, which produced respectively your candidate Tony Nwoye and, of course, his predecessor, in quotes, Mr. Nicholas Ukachukwu. After so much energy has been expended, the PDP appears to have been starting late. Don't you think all these distractions would actually work against the party in the state governorship elections?
Good evening, Nigerians. Charles, some time ago I was here to clarify a basic concept.
Okay.
There were no factional primaries in the PDP. There was only one primary conducted by the National Working Committee of the PDP, led by our leader, Bamanga Tuko.
Yes.
Whom the Electoral Act and the Constitution gave the mandate and the power to conduct primary elections.
Okay.
The other one was a contraption whereby a state, PDP, was manipulated to throw up a candidate. That has been rested by the appeal court in Port Harcourt.
Yes, we can understand.
Good.
Then
so let's move on.
We're looking at the journey now.
Yes, so the journey. Now, in a fairly conducted primaries on the 28th of August, Tony Nwoye pulled 493 votes to 350 votes to defeat Nicholas Ukachukwu in a free and fair primaries conducted in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.